Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy Varun Chopra and today I'll be talking about the adaptive marking scheme in the GRE. I know, adaptive marking scheme seems very daunting for now, but trust me, it's not that daunting, and by the end of this video, you yourself will think that it's not that daunting. So to start with, let's differentiate between the levels of difficulty. So starting with the questions, you can have 5 levels of difficulties in the questions: level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 and level 5. And the sections, they also have 3 levels of difficulty. It could be an easy section, a medium section or a difficult section. Now you don't know what kind of section are you getting. You can just guess it, and trust me, it's subjective. So for example, you get a tough verbal section and you could get only say 6 or 7 questions correct and you scored around 9 or 10, and yes, there is a difference. You might get 8 questions correct and still score 12 on a scale of 20. All the questions based on the level of difficulty have different marks allotted to them, and trust me, you're not aware of that. So you should consider all the questions having equal weightage, because there's no other solution to it. Now for example, you score 12 on a scale of 20. Now the next section that you will get will be a medium section, and in a case wherein you might have scored less than 8, you would have gotten an easier section, and in a situation wherein you could have scored above 15 or above 16, you would have gotten again a tougher section. Now this adaptivity, it's subjective to the kind of section that you're solving. That is, you won't get a tougher verbal section just because you performed well in the quant section, or you won't get a easier quant section just because you performed poor in the verbal sections. It doesn't depend upon the other type of section. So what now? In the exam, you might think, oh, I didn't perform well, mere to galat ho gaye. These were the number of questions that I got correct. Next set of questions that I'll get it will be an easier section and I'll be marked low. No, it doesn't happen that way. You don't have to think. Toughness and is basically subjective. What might seem easy to you might be tough for someone else. For example, I love algebra, I love calculus, but I don't like geometry. So in that case, someone who likes geometry and hates algebra will be in an exactly opposite situation as compared to the kind of situation that I'll be in. So trust me, toughness is subjective. You don't have to worry about the number of questions that you've gotten correct. You don't have to worry about the number of questions that you've gotten incorrect. Just one trick to sail through these 4.5 hours of the exam. Think that whatever you've marked, whatever you've marked as an answer to the question is correct. Whatever you've solved till now is 100% correct, and you're scoring 340 out of 340, 170 in each section. That's how you'll sail through section. If you start thinking, oh, I've gotten an easier section, I might not have performed well in the previous section, then trust me, even if you would have performed well in the previous section, you could have performed well in this section as well, you might screw it up. So I think that's all for the video. This was the adaptive marking scheme in the GRE, and trust me, it's not that daunting. I hope my video was compelling and convincing and was informative enough to tell you about the adaptive marking scheme. And I'll be making more videos germane to GRE, IELTS and your master's application, about the SOPs, LORs and everything that is relevant to this context. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो लाइक करें, अगर आपको ये वीडियो बहुत अच्छी लगी तो सब्सक्राइब करें, and that's all from my side. This is VC signing off.